So today we're going to mount this head on this handle. I made this head last summer, and I'm going to hang it on this piece of oak. And I'll be using mostly hand tools for this with the shave horse. If you've never seen this, it pretty much just clamps your wood right there while you push on it with your legs. Like that. So let's get into it. So first I'm going to thin the handle out. It's pretty big for a hatchet handle, carving axe. And also, I'm probably going to take this down a little bit real quick with a draw knife. This is a bastard head, 7-inch. Bastard head woodworks, and you can get them on his website. The best stone I've ever used before. Strong Ethan for it. My dad cut down this tree and slabbed it, I think, around 7 years ago. So it's plenty dry. So it's a little thinner. And I carved down this, but it's still really, really long, so I'm going to cut it to about here. So now I'm going to round the corners with the spoke shave and stuff. Now I'm gonna grab this, look at the eye real quick, go for it. So we're on, just like that. Oh, we're on. Still too big though. Gotta take that away. So now we're on. Now I can grab the ball peen hammer. Give it a few taps. So it's going on straight, which is good. There you go. We don't want it to cut its way on. I made this example. So see how it's cutting its way on. You don't want that. What you want, find a good example. See how this axe, it doesn't have any shelf on it. No shelf, it just wedged on. See, if it was like this, it'd have this giant lip. And since an axe eye is shaped like a bow tie or an hourglass, kind of like that, it has to wedge on right here. That's how you put the wedge in too. So this axe I've had for 6 months. It does not have a top wedge. But since I wedged it on that way, it has not come loose at all in that 6 months, and it has no top wedge. So what you have to do is that sharp corner right here, you have to radius it. You have to make it a round over. That's why this handle broke, because I didn't know that then, and it cut its way on. So here's an example of that. An old axe handle. See that shelf right there? It's just straight. You need it to wedge itself on, like. So then, same here. No curls. It just wedges itself on. Because if you do that, this will happen. that it breaks there because it has a shelf, and that makes a weak point. So you need to radius that sharp corner over, and all you need to do is either get an angle grinder, sanding disc in there, or a rat tail file, or anything that you can, and run that over. So all you gotta do to deburr this, what I like to do at least, I just have an angle grinder without its handle, the sanding disc worn out. If you don't have an angle grinder, you could just get a file in there like that. Just get it all in there, you know? And then you'll see how it's curved. Now it won't have any bite. So now, when I hit this head right now, I'll show you. Remember last time we had all those curls? So now, no curls. See that? I just banged it. No curls, see? And where I didn't, and then here, I didn't radius it. See that? Now it's in a shelf, so I have to get a rat tail file. You get in there because I can't get in there that part of the eye with the angle grinder. So this is our card scraper. I'm using it just to pretty much smooth out the entire handle. And some people use it for fine work, but I kind of use it for a final shaping tool. And it's a little sharp with a palm swell start, so get my sword knife. Now, it's nice and smooth. The card scraper. I know this is a really, really short handle, but I just want to, I wanted a light carving axe. My other carving axe this is my other carving axe. It's 3.5 pounds with a really long handle. I mean, look at the difference. That could be a workout, you know, and say if it's late at night or I have a long day and I just want to use a light axe, I have this, you know. Since I deburred it, no curls. See, it's wedging itself on, but it's not cutting itself on. So we're thinning the handle out. So now, let's see, it's a lot thinner now. So just to show you that I'm not just talking that when you wedge it on, you don't need a top wedge, so it has nothing on it. That was dry maple. Guys, look, and it did not move. No top wedge. So, like this axe, I've been using for 6 months, no top wedge, because it wedged itself on instead of cutting itself on. So if you do that, your axes, once you wedge them, it's going to be pretty much impossible for them to fling off, because it's wedged on from both ends. Because, you know, the axe is shaped like a bow tie. I'm actually liking this handle quite a bit. It's a little fat right here, though. See, I can't touch my palm there, which I like right there. But I'll probably be holding it here the most. But I'm still gonna thin that out just a little bit. Radius right here. This shouldn't harass. This has no. Like that. Ball peen hammer felt. Really goes to show you. I mean, look, it's that far off of me banging it and still not coming off. I gotta get my little thing out. There you go. It works pretty good. Nice little, it's nice and light. The other ones, yeah, I think she's ready for it. I'm gonna put in a top wedge for if and I use this piece of oak that literally came off the butt, or came off from up here. So I'm just gonna split it. That's good. How I make my wedges. Just split them, like I just get a piece of wood like that, split them, then and I carve them like this. See. Perfect. Forgot to video it, but it's wedged. So, just some I like to use mineral oil. And this stuff, say, I would be wearing gloves if this was like toxic, but you can literally drink this stuff and you'd be fine. So it's not going to be any harm to your hands. Touching it. It's beautiful, ain't it? Wow. Really popped. Oak. It's very beautiful, ain't it? And then after a few days of use, I'll beeswax it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos.